Hello, 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 and welcome to my channel Travel Treasure. If you are a new guest to my channel, it's perfect time for you to subscribe to it, to see many streams from New York and other parts of the world. And as people are connecting to this stream, to this live stream, I want to tell you that today is a rare day in New York. It hasn't snowed in all winter, and today is that one beautiful, exceptional day when it's not only snowing, but when snow also kind of stays on the ground. Joined, perfect. Welcome back. And we are in Central Park today. You don't see any snow, not a hint of snow in the city, but there is still snow in the park. In different areas of New York, there is different level of snow. In Brooklyn, in some areas, there is a little more than in Manhattan. While here in Park, it's probably in the Central Park, it's probably what you see in most of New York City today. But if the sun comes out, it will melt in no time. Senator, you are here too. Well, hello, Mr. N. Glad to hear you and see the snow in the background. I'll show today as much snow as I can. I was watching the snow fall last night, and honestly, I was really disappointed when I woke up this morning. I looked outside and there was not anything that reminded of snow. So I was like really disappointed, and I didn't think that I would see any snow this year at all. But here we go. All it was just a walk to Central Park. Hello, RJ. While walking towards Boathouse, there were so many things associated with Boathouse. They closed it, then they decided not to reopen it, even though there was an anonymous person who decided to donate a lot of money, several million, to have this boathouse running, but the city said no to that proposal. And now, from what I hear, it's finally reopening again in June or July of this year. So let's see. I don't know why and what was the major or the issue about it whatsoever, but as long as it works and as long as I can get my favorite soup there, I'm happy with that. Or maybe it will change. We'll see. Hello, certified quality. Mario, hi. You joined the beginning of this stream this time. Good. You might see some trees and bushes that are already blooming, and some of them are still covered in snow. That boathouse, from what I learned recently, is actually not the original boathouse. But whatever, it still looks nice. And it serves its purpose. The audio is good, but not as loud as in the last broadcast. I'm using a different, different app, because I have not changed anything otherwise. Or maybe I can speak lower. I don't know, like put my head lower. Sorry, connection might have jumped because I had a call. Today I'm very popular. Too many calls. These are the boats which you can rent. 1 hour of renting such a boat costs $20. In order to get on such a boat, you also have to give a deposit of $20. You can only pay cash. At the end of your boat ride, $20 are returned back to you. RG, look who is here. You are not that frequent of a visitor on my English-speaking channel, and you don't pay a visit on my Russian channel anymore. Rick. It's so beautiful here that I don't even want to speak. I just want to show you that beauty. New Yorkers were waiting for the snow. I'm originally from Russia, and I must say I'm used to the snow, and I've had so much of it in my life that I didn't think that I would be among those who want to see snow as well. But it's such a rare thing in New York that each time it snows, people are very happy. I'm surprised there are no snowmen here, but earlier when I was streaming on the Russian channel today, we did see some snowmen being built. So maybe here later there will be some as well. Because as soon as there are even like 3 snowdrops, just not something that reminds of snow, people are going down the slides, people are building snowmen, people are playing snowballs, which is pretty cool to see. Too busy, you? Too busy drinking probably, huh? We will walk now with you to Alice in Wonderland, and then we will go to the beginning of Central Park. Frank the Tank is here. Hello. Look, Frank, we also have snow. It's not just you in Wisconsin now that sees white streets, but us too. It's becoming rare, I know, right? But I mean, last year it was not that rare. And from the weather forecast that I saw before I started the stream, I think we should expect like 2 more days of snow in the upcoming week, which is already March. Let's see if it will come true or not. Not so long ago, when I was walking through Central Park, approximately on this level of the park, I saw a rabbit. By the time I got my phone out, it was already gone. I just got its butt. Can you see a squirrel? Birds are singing. Such a beautiful day. On one hand, I'm sad that the sun is not shining right now, but on the other hand, if the sun comes out, that beauty will disappear in no time. Hello, Sandman. I saw that the number of my followers now exceeds 700 on this channel, which makes me very, very happy. I think by July we'll definitely have 1,000 followers. What do you think? You see? Trees are beginning to bloom. Can you hear snow? The crack of snow. And, well, they're not covered. They're not exactly covered in snow, but still it's very interesting to see trees that are in spring mode with snow covering the ground. Not a lot of people in Central Park today, which surprises me, because whenever there is snow, first place where people, photographers, regardless of the day of the week, go, that's Central Park. But it's even better for us. I think there are no messages that I address to me, so I'm paying attention to the chat right now. When Nat is happy, we all are happy. That squirrel, his first snow. Well, squirrels are used to snow here. That's why they hide nuts during summer, so that in weather like this, when it's tough to get any food, they can dig their nuts out. I don't know how, like, months and months later they know where they hid their nuts, but it's interesting to see. Hello, Maria. I want to record tech videos. Any suggestions? Oh, I'm bad at I'm bad at tech. I'm bad at suggesting what people should do. Maybe some other people who are tech can recommend you something, who are here. I'm thinking before July, Natalia. I mean, the first few followers were simple to get because some of them came from my Russian-speaking channel. Others were when YouTube, I guess, promoted me or whatever they did when there were many people watching my video at a time, several videos at a time. But now it's much slower. Oh, I found all the people. And they're all going to the same place where we are, to Alice in Wonderland. Hello, toilet paper matters. Ah, we can actually go to Belvedere Castle today. Let's do it. That's Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, all right, guys, listen up. This is the end of it. This is the last piece. So they will land here. They finish the kind of running race. Bernardo's gone over here, leaning against the sculpture. They're catching their breath. That's kind of it. We'll be looking this way.
I wonder what they are doing.
All right, this is the end part.
Hello, Jim. I hope they will not be removing that monument. Okay, so let's go to Met Museum, and then from there I will show you Belvedere Castle, a real castle in New York. Not as old as castles in Europe, but old enough for New York. That's also another area where rabbits live, but we probably won't see them because they're hiding. And I doubt there is anyone in New York who knows, besides me and you now, who knows that there are rabbits in Central Park. Did you know? Anton Sandman is spelled, second letter of Sandman is A. Thanks for paying me a visit on my Russian channel, and here now, N, Mr. N. We don't have a lot of snow, but that's definitely more than we had during the entire winter. I can't believe that trees like these ones, they will be all covered in beautiful cherry blossom in no time, probably in like 3 weeks from now. It is a little cold. I feel too bad I didn't take my gloves. I did not expect that I would be streaming today, but I couldn't but show that beauty. I wanted to go to one of my favorite cities in, well, it's not in New York, it's technically New Jersey, it's a tip of New Jersey. That's Cape May. I was thinking about going there either tomorrow or on the weekend, but then I changed my mind and I decided to show it to you when it gets warmer and when everything will begin to bloom, or will begin blooming. Even though they say it will be 10 degrees Celsius tomorrow in that area. If you are ever lost in Central Park, and if you did not watch my other video from Central Park, I'll tell you how you can know where or closest to which street you are. Just pay attention to lights. For example, this one, it can look completely different. Well, you cannot see it really well, but it says 77. One number is covered, so it's 7704. So 77 stands for the street that is closest to where you are. So 77th Street. And 04 means, so if it's 4, 2, 0, 6, or 8, that means you are closer to the east side. While all other numbers, such as 1, 3, and so on, would mean that you are closer to the west. Hello, hold on, let me just go back to messages. Hello, Sanjip. Is that Gorky part? Didn't notice. No, I saw it several times. That's why I told you. I don't think it matters to Sandman, but yeah, maybe it does. Hello. I stepped in snow earlier. I was completely in snow, and even though I am wearing good Russian winter shoes, my feet are completely wet and cold right now, because these shoes I have been wearing everywhere, and since I walk a lot, they have lost its original meaning a while ago. So they were like spring shoes, or like no rain, no snow type of shoes. Oh well. Sacrifices I make when I stream, when I show you the beauty of the city. Oh, you just subscribed. Well, welcome. Where are you from? Echo's voice under the bridge. That's why, well, not on a cold day like now, but on other days you see a lot of people who play different musical instruments as well as sing and such. So that building which we see straight ahead, that's museum, Metropolitan Museum, also known as the Met. If you want to go to the top, to its roof, you will see it's like an observation deck, not very high, but you can see east side, west side, upper east and west side, of course, and you can also see Central Park from there. And I'm not a huge fan of museums, I'll be honest with you, but Metropolitan Museum and one of its branches, which is called the Cloisters, which is located even past Harlem and I think past Bronx as well, that's something very impressive. So if you are not from New York, and if you are thinking about which museum to go to when you are visiting the city, definitely go to Met. Some people also go to MoMA, which is Museum of Modern Art. I personally hope never to live to the age where I will think that modern art is something I can understand or appreciate. You're from Montreal, how nice. Your first language is French? Did David make a snowman? He's Sandman, he's not Snowman. Can you be sorry, what? Sandra, tell today I didn't know how much I missed the snow. What are the opening hours of observation deck? Same hours as of the museum. One day we will go there. Unfortunately, it's not allowed to do videos there. It's allowed to take pictures, but not to film. But if we do it in a sneaky way, maybe it will work. Hey guys, are you ready to see a very, very old obelisk, needle, call it whatever, from Egypt that was given to New York many, many years ago, and that has a lot of secrets? When we make a tour of Central Park from the beginning until the very end of it, I will give you a very detailed story behind that Cleopatra's needle. Yes, I see. But are you originally from India? I didn't. It was wet snow, so it was. How much snow is in New Jersey right now, Sandman? And are you in Queens or in Brooklyn, Rick? Can I be a moderator? I see you for the first time, so the answer is pretty clear. Where are you from, Sandra? That's the one. The obelisk from Egypt. We will come closer to it. And sometime, probably in April, we will come back to it, because if nothing changes, because last year it didn't happen. That was the first year when it actually didn't take place. Magnolia blooming. Why? Because it started snowing, it was super cold when flowers of magnolia were supposed to open, then really cold temperatures came to New York, and unfortunately, they all died. But this year, I hope it will not be the case. If you hear a bird yelling, well, that's blue jay. That's a big blue bird, one of my favorite birds. There's also a similar bird, but of red color, and that one is cardinal. Both are very, very beautiful. And why I like Central Park is also because even though there is the zoo, but you don't need to go to the zoo because there is so much wildlife without it. What is he doing? Funny. Okay, so this is the place where there will be so many magnolias blooming.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Oh, no, you're fine. And now I'm safe.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh, you're fine. Can I go there though?
You have a blessed day.
You too, thank you. Now my shoes are covered in salt, my wet damaged shoes are covered in snow. And you see that magnolia, well, that's one of the flower, I think first, yes, I'm not mistaken. So first you see, as in many other trees in New York, first flowers appear and only then leaves. So it's called Cleopatra's Needle. This obelisk was erected first at it's covered with rain, so it's difficult to read. Heliopolis, Egypt, in 1600 BC. It was removed to Alexandria in 12 BC by the Romans and presented by the Khedive of Egypt to the city of New York. It was erected here on February 22nd, 1881, through the generosity of William Vanderbilt, tablet placed by New York Historical Society in 1940. Amazing. A really historical piece of art right behind Met Museum. And from here, I will switch hands because I'm very cold right now. And we will continue our walk in Central Park, and I will show you a castle. 1600 BC, imagine that.
You're good.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man.
Have a nice day. Oh, you're fine.
I'm sorry.
Why is he apologizing all the time? I want to give this bread to birds. I hope they will eat from my hands. Let's see. Do you think they will? Let's see. Come on, birds, please. Please, come to my hand. I really hope they will land here. No. Come on, birds. Do you think they will go to my hand? Come on, please. Pretty please. There are so many of them. Just one time, one bird, please. Please. Okay, I'll wait for several more seconds and then we go. Up to a minute. Come on, birdies. There are so many of them right on the land. What do you think are the chances that they will land here? Free meal, right? There are like at least 20 of them. Why can one not land on my hand? They eat other food from hands. Come on. Okay, 30 more seconds and we go. Countdown. Hello, cartoon programmer. Oh, are you the one, Maxime? Real castle. Imagine that. Come on, birds. I'm getting cold here. Almost. Oh, come on. Who doesn't want a free meal? Okay, whatever. I tried. Oh, now you're all here? Okay, okay. I won't bother them. Okay, so to castle we go. And from the castle we'll go to a few more places and then to the beginning of Central Park. I don't know why, but a lot of people, like most people, if they were to choose where I should stream, they choose Central Park. What attracts you to Central Park? I remember you, Maxime. Let me just have this guy pass. He's a little weird.
Dímelo, yo estoy aquí, activo, ya tú sabes. So Don Juan, the Don Dada.
Yeah, there are some weirdos here. Oh, that's how this Cleopatra's Needle. That's what it looks like from here. Canadian geese went crazy in Central Park today. When I was walking to this place, there was so many of them flying and making this Canadian geese noises. I guess they did not expect any snow. That's why they left Canada for New York to somewhere warmer. But all of a sudden, New York changed to the same climate as in Canada. That's a field where last year, and I remember that for sure that last year it did snow. There was a snow owl on this field. This is Central Park. Yes, that's Maxime, who is from Kiev, from Ukraine. Snow owl, that's my dream, to see a snow owl. I was walking in Central Park last year trying to find it, but I was not lucky. Or maybe it was 2 years ago. Time flies. Canadian geese are pairing up to pick mate this time of year. Oh, really? Well, there were plenty of them. I will probably leave a short video here on YouTube, but there were so many of them. I don't think I've seen as many Canadian geese in my entire life as I saw flying today. So that's the Belvedere Castle. We will come closer to it. And in front of that castle, there is a turtle pond where there are really many turtles, but in the warmer time. Can you hear Canadian geese? Castle, we cannot come closer to the castle from here, but we will walk around and we will go, if it's not closed, we will go to the top of that castle. Geese, yes, you can hear them. And there are some of them in water of Turtle pond. Such a white field. Well, it was green just yesterday. Usually this lawn is open in summer. Not usually, but it's always open in summer. They will try to bite you to protect themselves. Of course, no one wants to be bothered. You probably bite as well when someone approaches you. Am I wrong, Sandman? Support the channel, put the like, indeed. If you guys like this video, if you like snow in New York, or if you just want to be nice, please put thumbs up to this video. We will pass by Shakespeare's Garden right now. In summer there are concerts, free concerts, but you need to win a lottery to get a free ticket to these concerts or to this place. And it's happening right here. Sandman, I'm sorry if I missed it, but how bad is the snow today in New Jersey? And it started to snow now. It's not really raining as much, or like when it's rain mixed with snow plus the wind, it feels like hail, even if it's not the actual hail. But now it seems like it's more snow than anything else. Oh, and I need to clean my camera, right? Gosh, I didn't take anything special to clean it with, but let me try. Oh, it's on the bottom. It's even worse now, right? Gosh. Okay, let me not change anything, otherwise I will mess up the whole camera. I hope it's good enough for you to see. If it's too much, if it's too foggy, wait, hold on, let me actually stop and do it in a normal way. This is a monument to Romeo and Juliet. My back is not in good shape. About 3 inches. How much is that a normal measurement? Not in inches, but in centimeters. Or is it fine? Even like the way you see it? Is it like you don't need to clean my camera now, right? It's not too bad. So I'm just afraid to mess it up even more. View is clear. Perfect. Thank you then. So Shakespeare Garden is a place, is a garden, believe it or not, where there are a lot of different like flowers, plants. You don't see them now in this season, of course, but in summer there are different shapes of tulips. There are, well, not in summer, in spring. There are like flowers which I have not even ever seen in my life. Sandman was in Korea just once in a long time, right, Sandman? It's perfect how they clean roads where people walk and how you can still see snow where trees grow. About 7.6 centimeters, not too bad. So why are you complaining? So that's the place where if you want to ever see a rabbit, and if you have good vision, come to find a rabbit. That's where they usually hang out. And let's pass through Shakespeare Garden right now. I still have, yeah, but I mean, not that you have to. Not that you like work not remotely or something, right? So see, there are flowers that are blooming, like these are like pink/purple flowers, the same type but white flowers, and they are covered in snow. Oh, come on! Alex Ray, yes, it's snow, not rain. Well, in the city, there is not a hint of snow, but in the park, yes. Oh, really? About bread? I see. That's when I removed my umbrella. You see flowers, white and green flowers. Is Roberto watching this video right now? Roberto, are you here? So if you walk through Shakespeare Garden, you will get to the castle, and that's where we're going now. I hope I won't fall. Unfortunately, we cannot really see any flowers here right now, so it doesn't make sense to walk in that garden, but in summer we will, or even in spring. And that's the castle. When I stream, I don't usually go to this part of the park. Today is an exception. There's nothing really inside that castle, so there are places which look like terraces where you can take pictures. You can go inside, there's like information center or something, and then you can go to the very top of it for free, where you kind of can see Central Park, but it's not really something special inside. Yes, but that's Alexei from yesterday. That's another type of Alexei. Love that castle. Have you seen it before? That's funny.
Io l'ho fatto per divertente. L'ho fatto adesso, l'hai fatto? No, l'abbiamo fatto io. Ah, non l'hai fatto voi. No, però quello per io è molto bello. È molto più realistico. Hanno visto un pupazzo in neve senza
Sorry.
Mai, mai.
Nice. And that's where I usually see rabbits. Okay, now back to the castle. So that's the terrace with view to Turtle Pond, and that's the castle. It's called Belvedere Castle. Have you seen it before, Frank? Unfortunately, weather is not as nice now to watch that castle, but there was also a place where they predicted weather for the entire New York year. I have many stories to tell you, and I promise I will, but not during today's stream, but when we will stream specifically about not winter, but Central Park, from the beginning until the end. Cars cannot go through Central Park as of recently, that's pretty recent, but cars can go under Central Park or past on special roads, so not going through the park itself, technically. I know Central Park really well. There are several, probably like hundred of miles of, no, probably not 100, but a lot of paths, and people say that you can spend, you can walk through the entire park in 1.5 to 2 hours. You can, if you know your way around, because roads are not all parallel and perpendicular, but it's very easy to get lost here as well. And if you don't stop anywhere, or if you go along the park on, for example, 5th Avenue, 59th until 110th Street, so it goes pretty fast. But if you really want to see Central Park, all of it, to feel Central Park, all of it, then 1.5, 2, even 3 or 4 hours will not be enough. One full day with a person who knows Central Park really well is how much you need to spend in it. Dmitry, hello. Hold on, let me just go back to messages because they already disappeared as I was speaking. Hello, Anton Boyko. This is Castle, Zamok. Yes, he's very busy. Waiting for snow in New York. New York without snow is boring. New York with snow is not boring, you mean? And it's interesting now. I love how you see leaves. Oh, and I missed a message from Frank. Yes, walking commuter has shown it before. I always love seeing. Oh, I see. I see. But you have not seen it in real life, like yourself, right? He hit snow. Come on, Sandman! It snowed just once this year. And still is. Have you seen deer? There are no deer in Central. There are no deer in Central Park. I've seen owls. I've seen plenty of interesting birds. I've seen rabbits. I've seen a possum. I've seen not a possum. I've seen a skunk. A possum I saw in Brooklyn. Raccoons. Spring has come in Yekaterinburg. How so? What have I seen besides that? Well, birds including hawk, but no deer. There's no deer in Central Park. Nope. Outside of New York City, or even in New York City in some areas, deer, yes, but not here. Natalia doesn't have gloves. Natalia did not expect that she would be streaming today, but the last moment I took that stabilization and microphone, and I decided to show you how Central Park looks in winter and covered in snow. So I can't. Yeah, I hope too for deer. I hope the same for deer, Sandman. Do deer come to your backyard, Sandman? I like that it's not slushy when it snows here. In Moscow, when it snows, it looks pretty terrible. Like all cars are dirty and it lasts pretty long. Throw it at Anton, why? He's a good guy. That's another lake. The bird, oh, can you hear woodpecker? Дятел. So there is the bird that you hear now, the loud bird, that's blue jay. These are not pigeons. I don't know the name of this bird in English. Spring will reach Moscow. Oh, that's what you mean. Gotcha. So yes, officially in Europe, spring starts on the 1st of April, but not in America. In America, it starts at the end of March, which I think is better because temperature-wise, that's when it really starts. Kurt, good. I hear woodpecker. Did you? Perfect. Deer do some to my garden. So they do come to your garden, right? And they eat some shrubs. Mourning doves, that's what they're called? Oh, wow. Anton Boyko, I didn't know that you speak English. Central Park covered in snow is a masterpiece. I don't know if you hear the sound of waterfall, but if you don't, or even if you do, I'll show it to you now. That's the waterfall. Nice bridge. Some bridges here are made of wood. We will pass by the bridge, which I personally call a kissing bridge or a love bridge, because there are a lot of proposals that are made on that bridge, a lot of kisses are exchanged, but the official name of it is Bow Bridge. Was it? That's perfect, Anton. Squirrels disappeared in the park due to snow. No, there are plenty of squirrels. I showed some squirrels. I saw more of them, but I just didn't point my camera at them. There are many, many squirrels in Central Park, even during snow. That's... Oh, there are ducks in water. It's a little dull today, but perfect because it's snowing. So now let's go to Bow Bridge. So that's a bench made of, interesting bench made of wood. Oh, there are squirrels. Squirrels running for food. I don't want to zoom in because I'm afraid that I'll mess up something with my telephone. That's another squirrel. You like bridges? Mm. Squirrel found a nut. It definitely dug for one. See, Dmitry? There are squirrels in Central Park. So now we're going to Bow Bridge and then to the place from where we started this stream, but we will pass it and we will go along the mall to the beginning of Central Park. You and me gotta go to that bridge, so you promise me that you will never put me in Gulag? No. This bridge is meant for other things. Oh, it's cold when the wind is blowing. I forgot about the wind. It was perfect without it. I like Central Park. Where are you from, Kurt Good? I have to change my hands because I'm getting so cold. Oh, I can see Bow Bridge already. And I like how not crowded it is in Central Park today. Oh, this tree is almost fully green already. You can hardly see it, so you have to trust me. So it's covered in green leaves. Unlike many other trees, leaves appear here before flowers. Or maybe it doesn't even have flowers. You're from Texas. Oh, I live in New York. Which part of Texas? We have two people now from Texas here. This is the bridge. Let me give you a choice. Option one would be to go along the mall to the beginning of Central Park. Option two would be to go to Strawberry Fields, to the place where they remember John Lennon, and to see the house where he lived, called Dakota Building. Where do you want to go? Number one, to the beginning of Central Park, or number two, to Strawberry Fields? One or two? Please answer. Bow Bridge. What do you prefer to see? I'm from Amarillo in... Oh, I don't know that place, if you're not joking. No, I'm not walking, I'm taking a lunch break. I work. I'm not walking, I'm working. And on a lunch break, I am here with you. That's the beautiful Bow Bridge. That's why I'm not with my dog. Oh, there is a drone. I'm surprised they allow drones here, or that a person can even start one. Maybe he's here, but he's just silent. So there are strawberry fields to our right and entrance to Central Park, the main one, to the left. Okay, let's go to number 1, and thank you to the one and only Anton who answered that question. It is very relaxing, I agree with you. Beautiful bridge. It is. Birds are really loud here, and many. But I can't see even one. Rare magnolia tree that blooms in yellow color and that smells absolutely amazing. Another one on this side. I can't wait for it to bloom, and I do hope, sincerely hope, that it will happen this year. Snowdrops in the snow. Sergey is here. Sergey, do you want to go to strawberry fields? Sergey is here. Sergey, John Lennon or no? There is still an owl that escaped from the zoo that is now learning to eat in the wild. And if we see a lot of people with big cameras, that's them looking at that owl. Oh, it works. This is the place where we started today's stream, but that's not where we will end it. Yes, of course. Okay, so let's go to John Lennon's place. John Lennon it is, and probably from there I'll take some transport to go back to office because it is kind of cold. These are cherry trees above us, and these are magnolia trees, and as I said, magnolia was frozen. Oh gosh, I don't know how I'll cross here. Was frozen last year because of the temperature. God, how am I supposed to cross here? Okay. So that's Bethesda fountain. I'll show you Bethesda beautiful trees. They will be even more beautiful when they bloom. Oh, it's not raining anymore or snowing? Kind of. So Bethesda fountain and Bethesda terrace. One name was supposed to be different, but that I will tell you during a video just about the park. Echo in this terrace is perfect. That's why there are always singers and people playing musical instruments from early in the morning until late at night. I will not go under it because I don't want connection to drop, to lose it, but if this guy starts playing, I will let you listen to it. Sandman plays guitar. Anton, you're leaving. Have a good day or evening. I think everyone knows that song. It's easily recognized. Okay, so we are going to Strawberry Fields to see the place where people remember John Lennon, especially on two special days, one of which is his birthday and the other one is the day when he was shot by his fan at the entrance of the building next to Strawberry Fields where John Lennon lived with now his widow, Yoko Ono. And they say that ashes are present at this place. It's a legend, but seems very much like reality because John Lennon himself used to walk, or like to walk, in the area of Strawberry Fields, right next to his home. Do you understand when you write yourself and when I use Google Translator? Yes, I think it's pretty simple to tell, but I'm not 100% sure. I wonder who plays the guitar better, David or Sergei? There needs to be a competition. John was a great singer. Yes, he was. How shall we walk? Let's go there. See green trees or bushes and snow. Where, if not in New York, will you see that? I play whatever I feel like whenever I feel like it. So Sergei probably is a better player. Sergei doesn't play at all, so Sergei, guitar, play. From here we will probably see Dakota Building where John Lennon lived, where Madonna was not allowed to buy an apartment because of her lifestyle, even though she had enough money, but she was not approved by the board of that building. That building is a co-op. Madeleine, hi! We have snow. Yes, we can see only the top, the tip top of Dakota Building. So peaceful. If only New York was always like that. So quiet, so empty, so beautiful, and so peaceful. Dmitry, the translator, sometimes substitutes words incorrectly, but Natalia understands what we want to write most of the times, but not always. Because yes, that's correct. Walking is good for the heart. Some people say that running is good. Some people say walking is good. There are so many people with so many different opinions, so you never know what's better. One person pulls you one direction, another person the opposite direction. So I think what is best is what you choose is best for yourself. That's what I stand for. That's again Bow Bridge, which we just walked on. But we won't turn there, we will go to Strawberry Fields forever. You see Dakota now? I see your umbrella, good. I don't like umbrellas in general. If I was not streaming now, I would not have umbrella. Best cherry blossom in Central Park is here. So these trees look like nothing now, but trust me, in a month from now, it will change completely. And if you want to take a rickshaw, so this car or whatever, it's like bicycle, or if you ever take a tour by a horse, then that's the place where they stop. Well, that's the middle destination. Snow, да, Madeleine? Running is good, but it can lead to shin splints for some. I know that it's bad. Well, from what I heard, it's bad for your back. Well, and that's what I stick to because I hate running. I hate jogging. So I kind of like convinced myself that it's bad because it's bad for your back, it's bad for something else, so it works for me. Hello, Stephen Fox. We also see Dakota, but we don't see how Sergey plays the guitar, right? He must play guitar. I like riding on a horse carriage. Where do you ride on a horse carriage in Texas? I think I don't like horse carriages. Like, if you asked me several years ago, I would give a different answer, but now I would say, nope. Did snow in New York well, we didn't well, it's difficult to say. So they said that it would snow in New York. I think this time it snowed exactly the amount that they said it would snow, and we are expecting snow after that as well. I think there will be a few days in March when it will snow. I love this view. Yes, he is. He provokes you, but it is good. You must play guitar, Sergey. Challenge. So if you know Webster Dictionary, well, Mr. Webster himself is standing right here. He's a little not alive, but he's here. I think that most people who I saw in Central Park today are tourists, not even locals. David, do you have to persuade Sergey? You have to persuade Sergey to play the guitar. Yes, convince him. Sandman, insist. So see, this is Daniel Webster. I think that's the one who is related to dictionary, Webster Dictionary. Or maybe a challenge, who plays better. Like one plays one song, then the other one plays the same song, and then to second and third. Or maybe do it as you wrote. All right, and we almost reached Strawberry Fields, a place where they remember John Lennon. Do many tourists come to this park? Yes. Ta-da! Why no one builds snowmen in Central Park? They do. If you watch what I showed earlier in a different stream in the Russian language, you will see that, and also what I showed earlier during this stream as well. And there is one snowman over there. I just don't want to zoom in. Oh, there is one more snowman. Each time, Dmitry, you write something, we see it immediately. Squirrel, now snowman. Oh, look, there is a snowman. All right. Wow, Magnolia is really ready. I hope these flowers will be fine after such weather. So this is the beginning of Strawberry Fields, and we're now heading to the main place where they remember John Lennon. I'll show it to you in a minute or so. There are more snowdrops here, but they're already like kind of overgrown themselves, because normal season for snowdrops for these flowers is usually around December in New York City. Now we're almost in March, so we're 2 months past that time. It's a snowman baby. Wait, let me just go back. I think there was one more message which I missed. Strawberry fields, I love strawberry with whipped cream. Okay. Natalia, do you miss the snow in New York? Oh yes, I do. I love when it snows in New York. It doesn't happen that too often, that's why it's perfect. It doesn't last like in Moscow between October or November and April. There is another snowman. That counts, right? And this is the place where legend says there are ashes of John Lennon, and where Yoko Ono paid $1 million back in time, which equals probably like more than $10 million nowadays, to create this place of remembrance of her husband. Imagine. And you won't see a monument to her husband here, to John Lennon. Well, because she wanted this place to be interactive, where people come and remember him, sing his songs, play his songs, sing his songs, and not something static. So that's why such an unusual place to remember such a celebrity, probably, right? And now I will show you a house where John Lennon lived and where he was killed. This is the one. It's located at the corner of Central Park West and 72nd Street. That's the house. And Yoko Ono still has an apartment on the top floor of this building, on the left side. And with that, we are coming to an end of today's winter spring with beautiful snow. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to put like, thumbs up if you did. And if you are new to this channel, first of all, welcome. Second, please don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you soon, one of these days, from New York City. Bye bye.